Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry for bombarding you with so many Cyberpunk videos, but this is pretty much the best showcase for multi-frame generation I think there is available at this time. And that's what this video is going to be dedicated to. So I'm just going to quickly drop my NVIDIA display and I'll show you the settings I'm using. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency is enabled. In terms of graphics, I'm using DLSS with the transformer model, which gives you better quality. Depending on the generation of tensor cores your card has, it may or may not have a performance penalty. With my RTX 3090, it was about 10 FPS hit, but with the 5080, I don't believe it's costing anything more than 2 FPS, so it's a lot better. DLSS ray reconstructions on, of course. DLSS frame generation at 4 times DLSS multi-frame generation. Now this is the exclusive feature to the 50 series at this time. I'm not too sure they're going to make it available for the 40 series, but they may. I'm not too sure. Path tracing is enabled. Crowd density is at high. Field of view is at 90. I've disabled film grain and chromatic aberration. Just a personal choice for me, as well as motion blur. I think the motion blur implementation on this game is pretty poor. And everything else is completely maxed out. In terms of the utilities, I've just got it at auto. So rather than use my normal on-screen display, which is MSI Afterburner, you can see it has a very strange look to the frame time graph. I don't want you guys being distracted by that, so I'm going to use NVIDIA's built-in one. And this gives you 1% lows as well, so this may be a bit more useful to you. So general information: core clock, ready 165 MHz power draw, GPU fan speed, CPU utilization, and GPU temperature. I think that's pretty much all you need when you're gaming, so it should be enough to give you guys a good idea. So anyway, multi-frame generation does work pretty well, it has to be said. I know we all like to make fun of NVIDIA and the fake frames approach, but when you actually try it out on this game, it actually works very well. It just feels super smooth. And we all know the RTX 5080 sorry, is not as fast as a 4090. And even when you used 4090 with frame generation, you wouldn't get this kind of performance. So it really does feel like an uplifting performance, even though it's not the traditional way. It still feels better. So as far as multi-frame gen goes, I actually think it's a solid feature. Providing you can have a decent base frame rate, it will actually work pretty well for you. I don't think it will be useful in like competitive games like CSGO and things like that, and Valorant, but other than that, I think it's a solid feature for RPG games if you want to ramp up the quality, and single player shooter games like this. I think it works pretty well. It just feels silky smooth. It's I hope my capture card is doing a good job of trying to convey what it's like, because as you can see, I'm doing over 200 frames per second here. I can try and put it into words. It's kind of like, you know, this card can't do the performance that you're feeling, but at the same time you're still experiencing it, so it's very strange in that way. What a message from Pan Am. I'm getting loads of messages. Let me just quickly check what she's saying. Okay, I need to start sowing the seeds to romance her, so make sure that she knows that I'm interested. And here she is telling me to keep my pants on. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Anyway, kind of got turned around there while I was trying to explain how this game feels. So you can see the latency is around 44 milliseconds. Bit of a frame spike there. This game does have autosave, so that generally does happen. It's not something, it is something you can turn off with any file tweak, but I find those useful. I think this is where we find Dexter's Deshawn's body. Yeah, this is where we find Bartmoss, I think. Let's get out of here. So this, the combination of DLSS 4 transformer model and multi-frame gen, you know, it's kind of a winning combination. NVIDIA onto something here, honestly. Native is great, but there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Been a damn long while, old friend. Let's see what we got here. Fenders and trunk eaten away by rust. Rest of the body's still holding up. Wonder what's under the hood.
Okay, let's have a look under the hood.
It's warm. Engine was running just a short while ago.
Let's check the engine.
New coil, plugs. Somebody's clearly been tinkering with the camshaft. What's this now? Someone cleaned the cooling fan. Filled up the brake fluid. Except... with water.
Let's check the oil.
Huh. New, but used. Salvaged from some other junker. Alright, seen enough.
Hey, what the? Hands off my car!
What? No, it's my car.
No, why would you leave it rusting in a yard?
Isn't this meant to be like a Lana Pierce? You know what? You can have it, to be honest. I don't even need this.
Because it broke down, and
And you abandoned it, and now, out of nowhere, you remembered you left it. Likely story. This last week, I've put in sweat, smarts, anything to get this heap running.
Should have started with the step motor. Would have been quicker.
Says who? And why?
Because it's iffy. Starts sticking. But clear the carbon deposits, and it starts running like new again.
Fuck! I replaced the entire throttle.
Oh, see? Takes the owner to really know a set of wheels.
Former owner? Car's mine now. As soon as I'm done doing the basic fixes, I am leaving this fucking city in a cloud of exhaust.
You know what? You can keep it. That's my gift to you.
Timing chain's about rusted through.
So?
You want to replace it. Else it's liable to snap if you open her up, even a bit. Take her over 30.
Hold on. You mean to say I can have her?
I mean to say you can. Wouldn't have a use for her here anyway. Not your typical urban vehicle. Roads rise to meet you, clever girl.
Jeez. Thanks. Not sure what to say.
Well, this nomad planet roots. Could it be?
Dunno. Hard to ruminate on that when you got a fucking time bomb lodged in your head.
If it's any consolation, fucking time bomb feels shitty about it too.
I know, Johnny. Come on. Let's ghost. This place makes my skin crawl.
This is actually the first time I've done this mission. They must have added this in the update or something, because I've played so many hours of this game and I've done every single mission. So either I've forgotten it or I just never did it somehow. Anyway, there's a Cyberpsycho nearby. May as well take him out. Yeah, just playing the game like this, it just feels like cheating almost. That's how good it feels. Because you know this card isn't capable of this kind of performance. Now, I'm not saying that it's artifact free. You probably have to go frame by frame to analyze that, but in general play, I can't see any issues so far. What is going on here? Oh, we got some action here. These guys move so weird. This is a fuel station, so you don't want to be staying too close to anything that can go up in flames. We've got 2 more in here. Let's try out my new shotgun. I got tired of the carnage with its 4 bullets.
Shit! Thanks, stranger. That was a close one.
You're welcome. So almost getting 50 milliseconds latency there. So it kind of goes up and down, of course, but let's take one of these cars. Yeah, this feels amazing. Honestly, for my first impressions of multi-frame gen, I'm thoroughly impressed. Massive frame spike there.
Hey, do you have a moment?
Need to talk?
I mean, at the moment. Can you come by the camp? I have a problem.
On my way.
On my way.
Phew, thanks. That's good to hear.
Give me a little more intel. What's your grief?
Well, it would be better to...
Let me guess. Solved, right?
Know me well.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
Alright, let's track this job. Go to the outer Carter camp. Let's change the radio. I think I got a flat tire. I really hate that song. This car's pretty good at off-roading. I don't remember this car being so quick. One of the best things they did in the update was make the engine sounds much better and kind of simulate gear changes. They never really did that before. At least not as well as they have now. Yeah, this is a better experience than I've ever had on my RTX 4090, which is a faster card, hands down. But surprisingly, I actually did a comparison with my stock 4090 versus an overclocked 5080, and there was only like 7 FPS difference in it. So it seems when you're using like ray tracing and all this advanced tech like ray reconstruction, it does kind of close the gap on the 40 series a little bit. Alright, we're here. And the card's only drawing 330 watts. So frame gen, another benefit to it is it really decreases the power draw. And this card really does do a good job in keeping the temps below 60 degrees.
Are we preparing for a visit from Biotechnica? Or a fourth corporate war?
The Raffins could surprise us.
You're here.
What is he doing here? I forbade you from even breathing on that Militech convoy, so you call in your friend? To do it all behind my back? Is that it?
Uh-huh. That's exactly why I had V come and stand right in front of you. Do you think I'm that stupid?
I am starting to wonder.
Damn it to hell, Saul. Are you seriously considering letting that basilisk slip through our fingers?
I am.
But a chance like this.
A chance at what? Rotting up the job we
Get the
gave?
sense this fight's grown stale. Come on, put some feeling into it.
No. This discussion ended long ago. The Biotechnica people will be here in an hour. Try not to cock anything else up before then.
I can't believe it. Look, there he goes, off to paint the grass green.
What's this basilisk nonsense?
It's an armored Militech cargo panzer. Junk from back in 2060 or so. They want to peddle it off to a backwards country, somewhere it can still pass as a technological wonder.
The Militech convoy will take the 101 right past us. Shame not to say hello.
Is this basilisk worth another fight with Saul?
Yes, a craft like that would finally put us back on the right path.
The family is falling apart. If we fall into this Biotechnica rut, no one will ever take us seriously again.
Okay, so you do want to go behind Saul's back. And drag me here specifically for that.
Cassidy, Ted, Carol, and Bob also on board.
And you plan to grab the basilisk how?
Thanks, V.
Haven't said I'd help just yet.
Okay, let's go talk to the rest.
It's got weird little bugs in the game. I just saw Panam kind of disappear for a second and teleport back. I played this scene on my...
So, just the 4 vets on board with the plan. Nobody else?
We didn't bother asking the others.
There was too great a risk someone would take it to Saul.
Besides, only the vets understand what we have to gain by having a basilisk.
Sounds pretty risky to me.
On the contrary, easy as pie. There won't even be much security on the convoy. Plus, we'll be doing our part towards furthering the cause of world peace. Why should this beast wind up being used in some little third world skirmish? We'll make better use of it right here in America.
Did you try to get Saul on board again? No luck, huh?
No. Okay, everyone listen. Militech will transport the basilisk in parts distributed across 2 trucks.
Wait, do I sense a quiver in your voice?
Fuck you! The convoy will halt at the railroad crossing on the 101. We'll attack from behind, then get the hell out and away. Questions? Comments? Motions?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Thanks. First, we'll ride to the station. The train engine we need to block the convoy's way is there. Are you riding with us, or will we meet you there?
That's right.
Riding with you.
Excellent. Let's get going.
Man, Panam finer than a motherfucker,
I
man.
think I heard a little shake in that voice.
You did not.
Ah, come on. Did you get your hands clammy too?
Screw you.
But are you sure you didn't leave your tracks? Militech won't notice a thing.
Are you trying to insult me, Bobby?
Okay. Forget I even asked.
So jumping up to 55 milliseconds. So at times it can go pretty high. But luckily this is a sequence that you're not really doing anything.
Nobody's gonna notice you gone back at camp?
Saul has no wish to see us there anyway. The better to make a good second impression on the Biotechnica suits.
Your sour faces wouldn't help much.
Indeed, they would not.
The Raffins, what about them? We Expecting any trouble?
Saul is. He's posted sentries all around the camp.
How's that not right?
He's wrong in continuing to fight the symptoms rather than the disease.
You don't miss life in Night City?
At times, perhaps. I miss the feeling of having a new beginning. Of freedom. But I also haven't forgotten the emptiness. The feeling of realizing it means nothing if you're alone.
Had a hard time leaving my family, too. I was never completely alone, either.
You had someone?
A true friend. Jackie by name. You would have liked him, actually.
Jackie. I'll remember that.
Should be able to skip the ride now, unless we're already here.
We have arrived.
Big bastard.
If you like it so much, maybe we should just hijack the train. Let the basilisk go on its way.
Yeah, then just drive this beast to the 101. There and back.
Saul would be on board with that.
Are we ready? Okay. The Militech convoy will be traveling from Night City to the base where they're due to meet the buyer. We will stop it at the railroad crossing.
All we have to do is shove this beauty in its way.
V, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Seems to be a lot of abandoned stations around.
This one belonged to a corporation that ran a cement factory. They used it as their reloading point.
They didn't take the train engine when they left?
The engine's been here going on 40 years. Since the Blackwall days.
For a time, everybody had to go back to the old ways. This engine ran on nuclear, like submarines do.
All the weirder they left it behind.
Corpse. They probably listed it in the spreadsheet as cost optimization.
It's old tech. Carol will have to hack it.
Then I'll somehow have to finagle authorization from the control tower to move it.
Tower looks inactive to me, too.
Yeah, we'll see to that. You and Pan Am just get the authorization code.
Okay, let's get to work.
If I remember correctly, it's in the back room somewhere. I can get this open.
My, that was quick.
You first. Okay.
The stairs it is, then.
Do you need a light?
Well done. Thanks, boys.
Even at 1600 RPM, the fan's pretty quiet. For this model. This PNY Tri-Fan OC editions actually surprised
I've
me.
always been fond of trains. And the stations where so many tracks converge.
Junctions.
Yes, those. When you see them from above, you feel...
Free. Like you could set off on 1,000 journeys all at once.
perhaps more simply, hopeful. Okay, here we are. Carol! What are we looking for?
Punch cards!
What cards?
Oblong cards, holes in rows and columns.
Would you help me look?
Sure thing.
Oh, let's check in here.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
It's in this room, if I remember correctly.
Okay, it must be here somewhere.
Nothing here.
V, look thoroughly.
I'm looking.
Not here. Well.
Got it.
Got something.
Good job. Carol! We have a card! What now? You have to put it in the reader! Well, V? The card. In the reader?
Here goes nothing.
It worked! Come look!
Little engine that could.
V, I wanted to speak with you.
Okay, you gotta choose the right option if you want a romance her. I may as well just ask her.
V?
What did you want to talk
Is
about?
this a bad time? I know this may sound foolish, because I asked you to help me. But... why are you doing this?
Because it's important to you.
But is that all? Sorry, that sounded worse than I intended. Listen, V, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this. Speaking of my feelings and so forth. And I would not want to cut this up.
So far, so good, champ.
Because I've kept my mouth shut up to now. The thing is, I usually act before I think.
Uh-huh, noticed.
I know. But I also need impulses to act upon. When I do something spontaneously, I feel I'm being honest. Yet with you, I prefer to play it safe.
Well, impulses are good.
Don't feel any impulse at all right now? Shame. Was hoping you did.
I do. But I fear I'll do or say something foolish and be left alone in the desert. I would rather keep you close. If only as a friend.
Oh, we ain't playing that game.
Try following the impulse next time.
Okay. Well, in any case, you've been warned. All right. Let's rejoin the others.
So far,
Got eyes and
Multiframe
ears
Jones
on it?
held up well.
Yes, Carol checks their communication channels from time to time. Everything is proceeding as planned. For now.
So asking where Panam is, I'm just gonna say, no idea. I'm not gonna snitch on her. Just remember, this is with path tracing, so it's extremely demanding. And it's more than playable.
We could still
Get your
check.
ass down a minute, honey. Breathe.
Everything's under control. The convoy is already heading our way.
hurry up and wait then.
You're acting spooked. As if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion.
You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts.
He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
Saul dressed the guy down head to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
Ought to raise a glass to Scorpion.
To Scorpion.
And to Jackie.
Gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay, it'll be quite some time before the convoy comes through.
Oh, kinda cold out here.
Not true. But this is nice.
Catch some shut-eye with me?
I'll just lie here a while, by your side, gazing at the stars.
Is that another area of your expertise? You got maps of the heavens in your library, too?
Of course. That's the Big Dipper. And do you see the small flickering star to the right?
Yeah.
You do? Oh dear. That means there's some major leak. Good night, B.
Okay, here they come.
Is everyone ready? Let's ride, V.
Okay, yeah, now the action begins.
Get her up to speed.
They're going faster than we thought. I don't know if we can catch them.
Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. V, no coming and hawing. Take out that coupler.
No problem.
We're getting close. Let them go.
V, shoot up the damn coupler.
Steve, we have to stop that car.
Guess it was just a one. We've got Militech. This is more my speed anyway. Headshot. Even now, there's still a few glitches. I saw Pan Am pretty much halfway through her own vehicle a moment ago.
Sure did.
Just be happy he won't be around to put the hunger junk together. The real fun is just starting with Mitch and Teddy.
Lost the Militech channel. Switch finally realized someone was listening and changed the codes.
Perfect timing, if you ask me.
No, thank you. I'll take care of this myself.
Here he comes.
Fuck! And now!
So it begins.
What's the meaning of this?
Exactly what you see. The Basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. Fuck, Pan Am, you can see them from miles away! You think we don't have problems enough on our hands? The Raffens could rear their heads at any moment. And now we have Militech to worry about too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already! Do you want to serve corporations forever? Fine, go right ahead. In that case, we'll leave the Basilisk as a souvenir of what this family used to be. Or you know what? Maybe next time we're attacked, we'll be able to fight back!
As soon as I'm done with Biotechnica, we call a family meeting to discuss this. Discuss you. Till that time, I want these trucks out of my sight.
And the Basilisk? Can we put it together?
Do what you want. Just get out of my sight.
Bob, Mitch, you two take the trucks around back. We need to unload.
Sure, but then what do we do with them?
Oh, I've got an idea.
Got quite a pair of lungs there.
Thanks. I believe the last time I pulled something like that, I was 10 years old.
Seem to still be in fine working order. Need me again, all you gotta do is call.
V. I'm sure I will. So you better expect that call.
Be waiting. Take care.
Okay guys, that was just a look at Cyberpunk 2077 with multi-frame generation on DLSS 4, and I have to say it works very, very well. Now, a lot of you are not fans of frame generation, and that's fine because it does introduce things like latency and artifacts. But if you do happen to own a 50 series GPU, you should definitely give it a try, because I don't know, you may come around, because this was easily the best experience I've had with Cyberpunk with any hardware I've ever owned. It includes my RTX 4090. 5090 should arrive soon, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I'll definitely try that out, and I maybe have to be a little bit more generous with the settings, maybe put the DLSS quality to, I don't know, more than balance, but it's not necessary because it still looks so good with the transformer model. But anyway, on a whole, I think it was a great experience. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.